Monkeypox, an epidemic infection found in some African nations, is now spreading in rising numbers in other parts of the world, especially in Europe and even in North America. Nearly about 200 confirmed cases of infection have been detected in 20 countries across the world. The Health Organization has now urged countries to increase surveillance for this disease. Apart from the confirmed cases, at least another 100 suspected cases of this disease have been detected in countries. And according to a senior WHO official, cases have so far been found in nearly about 20 non-endemic countries. The agency expects the numbers to in fact go up. Usually this mild viral infection is found in the African nations of Nigeria, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Cameroon and Central African Republic. The fatality rate of the globally circulating strain of this disease is said to be about 1%, while the WHO maintains that its stand is that the situation is still very much containable. The EU has said that it is working on centralizing purchases of vaccines and treatments for monkeypox. Meanwhile, more and more countries are also buying vaccines individually. In the list are Denmark, Germany and most recently Spain.
Esta mañana ha habido una reunión del ERA y les informo que va a ser esta autoridad de preparación, de respuesta ante emergencias sanitarias, la que va a poner a disposición de los Estados miembros la vacuna contra la viruela, en este caso la vacuna Invanex. España va a participar, por supuesto, de este proceso junto al resto de los Estados miembros para acceder a la misma. En relación a los tratamientos antivirales, también vamos a participar en una compra centralizada, en lo que se conoce como el JPA, el Joint Procurement Agreement, para hacer esa compra centralizada con la Unión Europea.
As far as the spread is concerned, the Spanish health authorities have reported about 25 cases of monkeypox on Thursday, taking the total tally of infections in one of the main hotspots of the recent outbreak to 84. Spain's neighbour Portugal has confirmed 9 new infections, and this has now taken the total number of infections in total in Portugal to about 58. The United Kingdom, where the monkeypox's unusual appearance was first detected in early May, currently has about 71 confirmed cases of infections. Meanwhile, outside of Europe, Canada has about 15 cases of infections, while the United States has reported 9 cases of infections. The total number of cases reported on Wednesday has increased by 5-folds since the first count that was taken on the 20th of May. And now to give us more insights in terms of why this outbreak of monkeypox has sparked such a huge concern in Europe and North America, we are joined in by our correspondent Rosie Burchard, who's joining us live from Brussels. Rosie, this is an unusual bit of an outbreak of monkeypox that's been witnessed in different countries in Europe. Give us a sense of how bad the situation actually is and what the governments there are trying and contain it.
Well, let's start with here in Brussels, where the European Commission, headquartered in that building behind me, is indeed, as you mentioned, looking into joint procurements of vaccines and treatments for monkeypox. Now, that will be through the European Commission's or the European Union's Health Emergency Response Agency, known as HERA. That was set up during and in response to the pandemic to prepare for and be able to act more quickly in response to potential health emergencies. However, the European Commission has been quick and at pains to highlight that while they are looking into these joint vaccine purchases and that the deals will be agreed or looked into the details of in the coming days, they are not looking into any such kind of rollout or figures in terms of these purchases and vaccines anywhere like the COVID-19 pandemic. They say this would be a much more targeted purchase, a much more targeted rollout. That's because they say the transmissibility and the risks associated with monkeypox are much lower than those associated with coronavirus and the COVID-19.
Absolutely indeed. Now, at this point of time, looking at the number of cases that are being reported in the United Kingdom, in Spain and in Portugal, at this point of time, do we know as to how easily does this infection actually spread? How concerned should people be?
Well, we are hearing from both the World Health Organization and the European Commission that this is much less transmissible, for example, than the coronavirus pandemic. But we've also heard from the World Health Organization Europe Director Hans Kluge that there are fears that there could be more transmission, particularly here in Europe during the summer when there are plenty of music festivals, lots of people gathering. That's a concern definitely on governments' minds. That's of course why they are looking into these potential joint procurements, joint purchases of treatments moving forward. Now, the World Health Organization is due to brief members in a couple of hours' time at the World Health Assembly. They'll give the latest updates there. The World Health Organization has asked countries to increase their surveillance, but officials there are also highlighting that they believe that at this stage in these non-endemic countries, monkeypox is very much containable.
All right, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much indeed, Rosie Burchett, for joining us from Brussels and getting us all those updates there. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.